Namaste, Miranam, Brad Hogg, hey, Apsamilka, Kushi, Hui. Just a little bit of a Hindi welcome on Hogg's vlog today. But today we're going to talk about Rishabh Pant's wonderful 50 in the second innings against Sri Lanka, Rohit Sharma's captaincy, and South Africans not playing for their country but going to play IPL, as well as Pakistan saving the day against Australia. So let's first go to Rishabh Pant. Now, Pant, in that second innings, quickest 50 by an Indian in Test cricket. What a wonderful performance to Rishabh Pant. Brilliant stuff. But the final four balls, he was facing Jayawik Rama, the left-arm off-spinner from Sri Lanka. Now, the first ball of that particular four balls, Jayawik Rama put the ball a little wider on a good length and made Rishabh Pant fetch the ball, play away from his body. Now, Pant wanted to chase the ball or advance down, but that change of line, change of length caused him to defend it. But after that delivery was where it started to worry me, because he only needed 4 to get to the 50 at that stage, but he started to calm himself down. You could see the body language. It was exaggerated. He had the deep breaths. And then the next ball was a half volley, and he played a beautiful cover drive through that cover region for 4 and got his 50. I just felt at that stage he knew that the record was there to take, to grasp. And he was trying to make amends, or trying to keep himself calm and not over-exaggerate it or go too hard at it. So he's trying to calm himself down. But that change of mindset caused his downfall, because if you look at the next ball after 4, he went back and across, defended it, shouldered arms, and it hit him in the back leg and just outside off stump by about that much. But the Sri Lankans went up and appealed. But then it was the ball after that, and instead of going over mid-on, mid-wicket, where he plays more of a straighter bat when he's more aggressive, he tried to hit it over square leg, and the back face came across the body, caused his downfall. Now, for me, when you have a little bit of a change mindset, you're coming up to a milestone and you want to calm yourself down, I don't think it's a good idea. Don't look out the scoreboard. You've got to try and keep the momentum going and play the present, in that present moment that you're playing now. Pant changed it up. That caused his downfall. All of a sudden, he was second-guessing himself. And that's the same when you're going into a lunch period or a tea period, the over before. If the ball's there to hit, hit it. Don't worry about it. Don't change your momentum when you're on top of the opposition. But let's not take away from Pant's brilliant 50. Can we give him a bit of applause? Beautiful stuff, Rishabh Pant. Now, Rohit Sharma, he's had a wonderful captaincy so far after taking over Virat Kohli. He has not had a loss, but he's been playing New Zealand, as well as the West Indies that weren't at full strength, and Sri Lanka. They should have all been wins on the board. Now, where the big test is coming is in the future after the IPL. They've got 4 test matches against Australia. That's going to be tough for Rohit Sharma. How's he going to handle that? I want to see him under pressure. Will he keep that same calm body language, or we'll see a little bit of temper from the great man Rohit Sharma. He's also got T20s with South Africa coming over to India, T20s in England, as well as a one-day series there, and then down under here in Australia for the T20 World Cup. So the pressure tournaments are coming for Rohit Sharma right now. Now that he's taken the helm full time, can he keep calm and controlled like we know Rohit is? So interesting watching the development of players in different roles. Now, South Africa. South African players. You've got a test series up against Bangladesh. You're third on the ladder. You've got 2 tests against Bangladesh. If you win those 2 tests, you can jump above Pakistan and Australia. And with the series that you've got left, England and Australia, away from your home country, and I'm quite sure you've got the capability of winning a couple of test matches there. You've got a huge opportunity of playing in a World Test Championship final. Now, I can't understand it. When we grow up, We want to play for our country. We want to wear our country's cap. We have that childhood dream. But now there's money involved in the game. There's T20 tournaments and players are making decisions for their financial reward rather than the cause that they grew up with. So I think players have got to start taking a bit more responsibility and thinking, why did I play the game in the first place? Because I wanted to represent my country. And if you're not playing for your country, especially when you're playing home games, it's not doing the development of your game in your country any good. The kids don't see their heroes. Their heroes are off playing in a different country when they should be playing for their country on their home soil. So it's a flow-on effect. So be careful, please, players. Make sure you put your country first before the T20 tournaments, especially when you're one of the mainstays in that team. How can a coach, how can a captain create culture when players are picking and choosing when they want to play for their country? It's beyond me. But in saying that, the boards, the organisations, the hierarchy of cricket around the globe, when you're organising your fixtures, make sure you don't organise the big events, the big stage events like a test match series when the IPL's on. Now, the IPL's got to be looked after. There's no confusion about that. It's the third biggest, I think, or fourth biggest, I'm going to say third biggest, sporting event in the world at the moment. It's the bee's knees of cricket at the moment on centre stage with people that follow it. So we've got to look after it and we've got to organise it around that IPL. But in saying that as well, we've got to be very careful that all countries are getting the same slice of the pie in being able to play their T20 tournaments as well and their series. So we've got to sort that calendar out. Okay, that's my little beef with that. Now let's go over to Pakistan. Well done to Babar Azam and Rizwan for batting through those final 2 days. Now I am thinking that Australia, after the way that they bowled Pakistan out in that first innings and the ball was reversing, they batted for a second innings. They didn't make Pakistan follow on, and I thought that was great. I really thought that was great, because they summed up the conditions. It was starting to turn more and the reverse swing, and they just wanted to give their bowlers a little bit of a freshen up. They didn't want them to exert themselves too much, because when you get into that final 5 days, if the test match got to that, if they forced the follow on, then the bowlers would have been under a lot of pressure. So Pat Cummins was well in his right there. But did they have to bat into the second day? Well, probably not, but they did. Again, it was good to save your bowlers. But the simple thing is, there were chances there. There were opportunities there for Australia to win, even out the final moments. Rizwan was still playing aggressive cricket in those final 5 overs. There are a number of balls that he hit in the air into the covers, a little uppishly. He wasn't quite there, and he was still pushing out the ball. So there were opportunities there for Australians. The fielders should have been alert there. There was no way that fielders weren't going to expect a catch coming their way. The opportunity came. If they took that catch of Rizwan, they still had 2 overs to get those final 2 wickets. So they had plenty of time to bowl Pakistan out. They had their chances. They didn't take it. So at the end of the day, Australia lost the test match, but Pakistan did extremely well to bat through those final stages and save the test match after they had been annihilated in that first innings and bowled out for around about 150. That would have been demoralising. For them to stand up in the second innings, that was brilliant. Babar Azam, sensational, but still a long way to go to reach the heights of someone like a Virat Kohli and Kane Williamson, but he's getting there. And Rizwan, he's showing that he and Rishabh Pant at the moment are the best keeper batsmen going around in world cricket right now. Now, thanks very much for joining me on Hoggs Vlog. I want you to get your comments downstairs about the emotions of cricket. If you're all, even in your studies or anything like that, when you get emotions getting to you, how do you calm yourself down and get yourself switched back on to a mindset where you best perform at your peak? So for me, it was always buzzing. If I wasn't buzzing and I was overthinking the game, you knew that I was in trouble. But if I was out there joking around, confident, even when I'm doing vlogs, if I'm not joking around before I come on and do a vlog and I'm overthinking it, it's a terrible job. I've got to have a lot of fun. But some of you out there might be thinkers. Some of you out there might like that competition where you're the enforcer. You don't like being beaten. I want to know about you, the viewer. What makes you tick like what makes Rishabh Pant tick? Thanks very much, guys. Have a safe day. And the IPL's around the corner. I'm looking forward to it.